guys, it's True here, just bringing you a quick video log just to give you a few updates on some changes coming up to the channel, and just to give you a few bits of information and a few things that I've picked up. First of all, I picked up this week. It's a gamepad for the PC, and it's obviously modelled on the Super Nintendo pad, and it only cost a $5. Got it off eBay, and I wasn't really expecting much. I thought it was going to be, you know, a bit naff really, but I just needed something to play games with on the PC rather than using keyboard, because anything obviously with more than a couple of fire buttons was pretty complicated on the old keyboard. But yeah, it's a pretty good pad. The buttons are highly responsive, nice click to them. These upper buttons have got a slight little texture to them as well, so you can differentiate between the upper buttons and the lower buttons. Not needed, but it's there. And D-pad's pretty good, pretty responsive. It's not too spongy and not too stiff, so it's round about right. And obviously you've got your L and R buttons, and you start select buttons. And I don't know what make it is, because it's got no branding on it whatsoever. It just simply says made in China. And you get a decent length cord on it as well. Probably about, that's about a meter and a bit, meter and a half maybe. Usually you get really short cables, and you've got to sit on top of your desktop unit, haven't you? So yeah, that's one thing I picked up. The second thing, which I cannot find, where's it gone? Here it is, I've got it. The second thing is, I was just doing a bit of clearing up, and we've come across my old Game Boy Advance SP, which I thought had been lost ages ago. It's a bit grubby, needs a bit of a clean. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. It's a bit scratched up, that is, as it's been just chucked in a box with loads of other stuff. But the screen's in good nick. The screen's got no issues with it at all. I can't turn it on at the moment because I've got no charger. And obviously the rechargeable battery inside is completely dead because it's not been powered up for God knows how many years. So hopefully that's going to still be alive. If not, it's a couple of quid for a new replacement battery, and it's about $5 for a charger. But yeah, absolutely love this machine. I think it's one of Nintendo's best handhelds. Really comfortable in the hand, not too heavy, not too light, and doesn't really ache. It doesn't really make you ache. I always thought the DS holding it like that, and PSPs and stuff like that, was really uncomfortable to hold for a prolonged period of time. But this thing, I remember playing this when I went to America. I was playing it pretty much constantly the whole flight, and you know, really comfortable, and you get a decent amount of charge. I think you get about 10 to 12 hours from one charge, which is fantastic. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to let you know is I've come up with quite a lot of new ideas for various videos. I mean, you've seen the first one come to live this week with the figure collectibles. I know they're a bit rough and ready at the moment. They will improve because I am going to get a light box or a light studio to actually film them in a better light there. But for the meantime, I'll progress as I am dealing with them, so I hope you are enjoying them. And I've got quite a lot of new ideas for new different videos as well. I want to try and get a little bit of diversity into the channel. Whilst it's still going to be mainly retro and it's still going to be mainly video games, just throw a few other things into the mix as well. So I'm going to post a schedule up straight after this clip and after I've stopped waffling on, and that'll be the updates of how the channel is going to proceed from the start of next week. So you'll have your Sega Saturday episode and your Nintendo Sunday episode, and then it'll start. Well, actually, yeah, it'll start from Monday of next week. And you know, I hope you enjoy the new ideas that I have come up with, and you know, support the channel with views and likes if you do like what I'm saying. Otherwise, if you don't, let me know. Doing this for a hobby as well, but I'd obviously like people to enjoy what I'm putting out. So if you do have any other comments and you know, how to improve things like you did on the collectibles videos, that would be very, very much appreciated. So here comes the schedule, and thanks for watching and your continued support. Monday's going to be the start of a new series called Blast from the Past, which is going to be a fan waffle over classic TV shows. I'm going to start off with the classic Children's ITV series Nightmare, which starred Yugi Mayet and was a Dungeons & Dragons inspired game. Tuesday is going to see your regular quick play videos that you should all be very familiar with now. It will be across all formats. Second offering on Tuesday is going to be myself versus the world. This is where I'm going to look at the Retro Unlink website and look at some records on the games, and I'm going to try and beat them within a week. Wednesday is going to be the Independence Day videos. That's going to be the independent gaming on the Xbox Live Marketplace and on the Ouya. They'll continue as per normal. Thursday sees a continuation of my collectible series where I show you my extensive collection of Kotobukiya, Marvel and DC characters, as well as other Marvel and DC statues that I have in my collection. Friday sees the start of another new series, the Format Wars. This is where I review the same game or play the same game on various different formats and compare them together and see which is the best. Saturday sees the continuation of my Sega Saturday series where I will play a game on one of the many Sega systems that are available. It could be a Sega Classic or one that's not so much of a classic or just something random and bizarre, but it will definitely be Sega. Saturday's second video is the Tubers High Score Challenge. This is a group of Facebook friends who set each other a challenge to get as high a score possible on a game for a week. Each and every week a new game's set and it's just a bit of friendly competition. Sunday is of course Nintendo Sunday, where yet again I will play a classic or not so much of a classic on one of the many Nintendo systems. Could be SNES, NES, Game Boy, GameCube, could be anything, but it will be Nintendo. And finally, the RPG show will have no set day to be uploaded or frequency to be uploaded. It will be where I play a RPG game from years gone by on one of the classic consoles and play it through to its completion. So each game will form a number of episodes lasting no longer than an hour each.